Well, this is it. Take a look. Fall riding in New Mexico doesn't get any better than this. Alright, so I had my little break here at this little campsite, and I'm gonna get back on this little road that goes to Fenton Lake. I gotta remember to bring my damn goggles. I got room for all kinds of crap in my top box, and I don't bring anything. That was a lovely little campsite. Damn. It's all grassy. Look at all these. There's a lot of campsites here. It's starting to drop down in the night now. This is really a nice area to come to, because it's not that far. It's primitive camping instead of designated campsites, and you're close to the lake if that's your thing. It's just a small fishing lake. It's not for boating or anything, unless it's just a little fishing boat. But I'm already, 2/3 the way through this road at least. Dang it. Probably more. I think the road's just right there. So this isn't really a long ride. There's a little creek. And we're back on pavement for a little bit. Now the lake is that way, but I think I'm gonna go on some more dirt. Yeah. So this way goes to Cuba. I'm gonna go check out that Bluebird Mesa. It's only 1 o'clock. This is a nice little curvy stretch. There's a part on this, when it turns to dirt, there's a ridge you gotta go over, and it's usually messed up on both sides. And I'm expecting it to be very loose. Very sandy and dusty. Whoa. I just love these rocks in Jemez. What the hell? It's like a wedding. Yippers. There's the wedding party. First time I took this was all dirt still. "26 miles? What? 26 miles to Cuba," it said. So here's when I lose the pavement. Right there. Man, I saw that shit coming down. Wow. I hope that's not sap. Something's coming down off these trees. All kinds of shit floating around the air. Yeah, the very first time I took this road, I was on my Ducati, and that was the very first time I ever took a dirt road. It was only 4 years ago or so, and I was coming from Cuba trying to head towards Los Alamos, and I was enjoying the curvy road on the Cuba side, and went over a cattle guard, and I was on dirt, and I said, damn, didn't know it was going to be that. And I didn't want to turn around and go all the way down to San Isidro and come back up. That would have taken an extra 2 hours. So I just decided, well, I'll just, it's got to become pavement again eventually. Turns out, and that was before that new pavement back there, it turns out it was about 13 miles of dirt. But most of it was smooth like this. It was just going up and down that ridge that freaked me out because it was sandy. I had never experienced it before. Yeah, needless to say, my Ducati has very stiff suspension and very slick sport tires. Look at those rocks, baby. I always get nervous about these tight blind corners, in case like a big truck is coming by and they use the whole road. They just go right down the middle of the road, kind of like I am doing. The V-Strom is very comfortable on a road like this. Last time I was on here was in February, and there was, might have been March, but there was still ice in the shade, and the dirt was even ice, like frozen dirt, and kind of slick. So you had to be careful on these turns. Yeah, I really do like this bike. for what it is. I mean, it's not the perfect bike, just like there is no perfect bike. Probably the closest would be that new KTM 1190R Adventure. If there's a bike that can do it all, it's got to be that one. It just feels good to be out in the forest, you know? Even though this isn't like a major epic adventure. No, I didn't really plan it out that well. And I'm coming up to that ridge. And this isn't bad at all. I've seen it way softer than this. No, this ain't bad at all. And I usually take a little pit stop here, but I'm usually coming from the other way when I've been riding a little bit longer. But this is the ridge. Now there's going to be a bunch of forest roads I can take on this side. This is like a state route or something like that. I don't think you could call it a highway. Yeah, this is the best condition I've ever seen this road on this section. I hope they never pave this. Oh boy, there's two cabs, I gotta stay away from them. They didn't get startled, I guess they're used to traffic.